Hello. Hi. How are we? Where be the host? IB's here. How are we? Welcome to the stream. Morning. Hi, Martian Starscape. How are you? Hi, Justin. Go down the list here. Hi, Metallic Death. How are you doing? Hi, is it Atto? Atto? How are you? Hi, Craig. Good morning. Hi, Spooth. How are you doing? Hi, I'm Bathory. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to the stream. Rusty, get your face out of there. Goodness. Let's see. Hi, Vindictus. Vind. I'm just going to call you Vind. Hi, Amphidosaur. How are you? Bestie. Hi, Ale. How are you? Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Do I want to? That's a little too bright. Girl. Come on, Queen. Vindictus. Hey, Corey. How are you? She's a little bright for me. I ain't gonna lie. Ugh. Sorry. Hopefully everything, looks fine. Dude, losing power for the last stream was, kind of wild for me. I ain't gonna lie. Just 2 seconds ago you woke up? Hi, Micah. Well, because it was just girl, I was not expecting it, okay? Obviously. Everything was going fine last stream for Metal Monday, and then it was just everything turned off, and I was like, what happened? It was last Metal Monday stream. I was literally in the middle of my stream, and we had a power surge. All of my power lines are underground, but we had a power surge, so all of the electricity in my apartment just shut off. For a second or two, and that's so bad for your PC, dude. I was streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I had everything plugged in and set up, the webcam, the mic, all the lights. So it was bro, not cool. Sheesh. I know. You just got home. So glad you get to catch the stream. Yay. Did you work today? No surge protector. I do have a surge protector. Or at least it's in it. My computer is plugged into a power strip, which is a surge protector. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, oh my god. I can't escape the freaking sticky notes, dude. Why do I have all my sticky notes here? What happened? You had some doctor's appointments. Oh, well, I hope everything is okay. We're 30s into stream, and she pulls out the chapstick. Hey, I wanted to put the gloss on and stuff before I set the camera on, but I was like, well, here I am. So, everything's fine. Throw away this shitty ass phone. Get my whole life together. How was everybody's weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? Did you do anything fun? Anything stellar? Mom, I am not answering the phone. I am literally in stream. Girl, how do you forget this? Should I answer it? Okay, yeah, there you go. I'm literally in stream, Mom. God. Mom, it's not a phase. I'm like, girl. You know how many times I've told my mom that I stream every Monday and Friday? She's probably watching my stream and trolling my ass right now. My mom likes to do that. She loves to troll me constantly. And, I guarantee you she's watching my stream right now, and she's like, oh, I bet I should call Kaya and, troll the fuck out of her. Hey, Corey Tiger, how are you? Answer the phone and put it on speaker. Oh, God. Well, that's the problem is my mama, I've mentioned this many times, the women in my family don't have filters, okay? They do not have filters. So, I have subscribers that are like, oh, you should stream with your mom, or, you should answer, the phone. And the problem is, I don't know what they're going to say. I don't know what's going to come out of their mouth. So that's a wholesome mother you got. She's pretty great. She's wild. She's a wild child. Ugh. Yes, I got dragged into a parking dispute by some angry Italians. Other than that, it was a pretty all right. Oh my god, what'd you do? Did you insult their meatballs? Bro, I haven't had good Italian food in a minute, though. I already said yes. God, YouTube. Come on. Changes saved. Okay, great. Honestly, so rude. I don't know why YouTube is not turning on monetization for this stream. It's honestly so rude. Like, for real. VL, you did a hydrate. Okay, great. Sorry, I'm just turning on the chat right now for this. Let me see. Yeah, my weekend consisted of... I don't know if I have, like, an ear infection or a mild ear infection. I don't know. I tried to go to the doctor the other day at urgent care, and they were like, it's going to be $250 to see the doctor. And I was like, okay, goodbye. So I'm doing, like, home treatments right now. Like, we're going to get offended by what she says. Yeah, right? Bro, that video was, like, the anti-funny for what? How about the MOD and JB Bob video about lifting milk jugs? Oh, God. So I do have some updates, actually, that involve J-Dog. Hi, J-Dog, if you're watching this at any point. So I thought it was hilarious. Of course he did. So J-Dog invited me to his... Dead by Dog Festival next June. So I'm really excited to go. I'm really excited to go to that. So he asked that I do a deep dive into Attic, which I was already going to do because I have all their records. So I'm really excited to kind of do that video, showcase all of their, they've got 3 records. And the 3rd record is like their newest one, and we have like the collector's edition. So I'll expect an Attic video within the next like month to 6 weeks, depending on if I can get through this Metallica deep dive. Oh my god. I finally made it through Lulu. I've skipped Death Magnetic or whatever that album is by accident, because I guess I was like so excited about Lulu that I just totally skipped over Death Magnetic, and so I have to go back and I have to listen to that. But yeah, I made it through Lulu. So I can't drink water without spilling it on myself. Honestly, that's mid anyway. But, yeah, once I get done with this Metallica deep dive, I'm going to get into Attic. So I'm really excited for the Dead by Dog Festival. Going to be just, like, shooting a bunch of footage for that. That'll be, like, the one big show I go to because I'll be moving. That'll be right after I move. So, yeah. We keep telling her not to do Lulu. Does Lulu anyway? Well, yeah, it's a part of the listening experience. I'm morbidly curious about those things, okay? Hey, Rusty, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Of course I had to do Lulu. Are you kidding? I love when people... I mentioned this last time, but I love when people are like, you're wrong. You're wrong. That's just wrong. And I'm like, I posted on Twitter, and I was like... that I just had listened to Lulu, and someone was like, Lulu is not a Metallica album. I mean, like, technically that it is, but, like, it's not. And I was like, what do you mean it's technically? Like, yes, it's technically, it's one of their albums, bro. Like, you may want to disown the record, but it's a Metallica album. They did it with Lou Reed. The name is on there. It's not even technically, it's a Lou Reed album with Metallica. Bubba, their name is on the damn album cover, okay? You can't convince me that it's not there. I know it's a collab album, but when people are like, it's not a Metallica album, it's like, it is. It is and it isn't. You know, their name is on there. It's their instrumentals. That is a wild album. That is a wild, wild album. Lulu, girl. I got some thoughts. I got some feelings. I don't understand why they had to end the record. The only reason why that record is an hour and a half long is almost as long as the first Fast and Furious movie. The only reason why it's that long is because their last song on the record is 20 heckin' minutes long. And the last 10 minutes of it is just moody instrumentals. Oh. But, yeah. I got some thoughts. I got some feelings. So, you know, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So now I've got to go back and listen to Death Magnetic. And then I think it's... What's the other one that's before 72 Seasons? What was that called? Something Self-Destruction. Why are you always surprised by long songs? I'm not at this point. That's why it's taking me so long to get through Metallica. I know their formula now. They have to have at least 2 or 3 songs in their album that are like 7 to 9 minutes long, and then everything else has to be at least... Here's the formula for Metallica. They have to have one song on there that's like 3.5 minutes long, right? That's their like radio single. Then basically all of the songs except for 2 are over 5 minutes long. For sure, they have to be over 5 minutes. And then usually on the B side of the album, they'll have 2 songs, at least 2 to 3, that are between 7 minutes and just under 10 minutes long, like 9 minutes and like 58 seconds. And that's their formula. That's how they end it. So, hearing about it, I don't think I actually heard it though. Sorry, I'm catching up with Chad. Assume it's trash like everything else. Did you just fart in here, girl? I think you did. I think Rusty just crop dusted me. Why does she always do that? Honestly. Hardwired is a double album, by the way. Oh, God. Why'd you have to say that? Come on. Come on. Rusty. Oh, my God, girl. Like, honestly, that's so rude. Bro. I had to jump on here because she doesn't rest YouTube chat. She doesn't read YouTube chat. Yeah, I do. I'm literally reading YouTube chat right now. That's honestly so rude. Saint Anger is at least funny bad. Lulu is not, so Lulu is worse. Metal songs are always like 7 to 10 minutes long. False. They were trying to reconnect with their trash roots. Oh, God. What is it, JT? JT is feeling some things. Hi, Michael. How are you? My favorite band of all time, Metallica. Thrash. Gmail miss your Kaya L. Y'all are trolling me right now. So, oh God, you're telling me Death Magnetic is a double album? Why? I have to go through. I don't understand why they have to put all of their live albums on Metal Archives. Anyway, you know, we'll figure it out. Hardwired to Self-Destruct. That's the one you're saying is a double album? Oh my God. Wow, it's only 40 minutes long? Oh wait, no. I think it... Oh God, yeah, I can't. Trauma flashbacks. Do you like Oh God, I don't even know what that was. Do you like Slasher Dave's solo albums. I don't know who that is. Good morning, Demented Lurker. How are you? What's worse, Saint Anger or Lulu? I would say it depends. It depends on the vibe you're going for. Because I think Lulu is an album. Lulu is an album. I think that I guess I do, and I don't understand the artistic vision behind Lulu. I'm also not a big fan of the Velvet Underground. I never really was. I tried to get into them a while ago, and I just don't like their sound, you know? I'm just not really into them. And, you know, it's like I respect Lou Reed and, like, what he means for, like, the OG music scene in that regard, and I understand why they did Lulu, but it's a very interesting album, which, like I said, I'll talk more about it in my video, but girl. You never looked at the vids I sent you? Where'd you send them to? Just do a Metallica ranking. That'll be fun. Can't wait to not watch it. Stop avoiding calling it bad. It's not necessarily bad. It's just a very interesting album, you know, because I will say this. Like, I think Metallica sounded really good on Lulu instrumentally. I think that the instrumentals that they're playing on there are really good. Some of the riffs on there are really heavy, and it just feels like they wasted some of the riffage for these, like, those songs on there, and it just feels like a missed opportunity for some of the riffs. Some of those are catchy and they're heavy, and then you've got Lou Reed just singing about whatever he's singing about. And some of the lyrics that Lou Reed is spoken wording are questionable. And I'm going to just say it. I'm going to just say it right now, okay? Okay, I spent an hour and a half on this record. I looked at the lyrics, girl. Some of the things that Lou Reed was spoken wording about, okay, I don't know what his fascination is with African American people, but there's some choice words in there, in the lyrics, that I'm like, you know what? We didn't need to take it there. We didn't need to take it there, but we are, so, okay. I don't know who signed off on that, but Power Trip is pinched fingers. I will agree. I agree. Slasher Dave is the dude from Acid Witch. Is that a stage name? Hi, Jade. Because I just know I've listened to the first and the second Acid Witch. The debut album from Acid Witch is, like, my absolute favorite. I could marry that album, honestly. Down da. I was actually listening to some Kanye this weekend. I absolutely love the Sunday Service album that he sampled. So I don't know if you know this, but basically after The Life of Pablo, which after The Life of Pablo's, which basically Kanye West sampled the Sunday Service, which is this huge choir, and he sampled a lot of the songs for his Life of Pablo album that came out in, like, 2016, 2017, and then he basically sampled those exact kind of that same choir and everything with his Jesus is King album. And then the Sunday Service around that time, I think it was like 2017, they released, I think it's literally called Jesus is King. And it featured every single song that Kanye sampled and then some. And I was listening to some of that on my good speakers this weekend. You love the College Dropout? Yes, queen. If you say Donda repeatedly, it just turns into Bleed by Meshuggah. Donda's a great album. Vultures was mid. I never listened to, honestly, I haven't been able to really get into anything after The Life of Pablo. Jesus is King, I think. Honestly, the song Follow God, and then the opening song, every second, every minute. That song, so good. But then, you know, everything else is a little questionable. I do like the opening track for the Bipolar album he had, just because the lyrics go so hard. I seriously thought about killing you today. Premeditated murder. Like, so good. Today you will take your breath away about how beautiful you are. Thank you. Ollie, I appreciate it. JT. Seth Putnam is a racist exist boy. I like Seth Putnam. I like AC. It's a good band. I don't mind it. You know? But okay, I got some vinyls for you. We're gonna talk about some of these records. These are two little death metal 7 inches. I believe these are from FOAD, who I talked about. Is this from FOAD? I don't think this one is. But, yeah, I basically talked about FOAD last Metal Monday, which is, the label is F Off and Die. But they're an Italian label, and they're a distribution company. They're like Hell's Headbangers, but Italian. And they mostly she ending the stream already? What are you talking about? What did I do? Did it stop working? No. Okay, good. Basically FOAD, they're like Hell's Headbangers. They mostly focus on a lot of like hardcore punk, grindcore, thrash crossover. And it's really, really good. So I mentioned how all the packaging and everything for FOAD is just absolutely beautiful. And I love Hell's Headbangers a lot. I love all the packaging. FOAD is like the only distribution company that I've come across that has even better, higher quality packaging than even Hell's Headbangers. So a lot of the artists they have on there you can't find anywhere else. You really can't find some of their stuff even online on Spotify or on YouTube. So but everything that we've listened to so far in our stack has been super, super solid. So he's roasting you. Who's roasting me? Hi, Funny Chow. How are you? Oh, Metallic? Yeah, he always roasts me. That's just who he is. Anyway, I don't even know how to pronounce this name, but this is, I think it's, yeah, girl. This is, I can't even read that, but this is pretty good. Death metal. And then I don't believe, yes. Look how pretty that is. I think it's Lice something. I honestly can't remember. But this is like more of like a pinky red sort of than it is like a deep red. Those little 7 inches are so cute, aren't they? Make J-Dog step up his game. J-Dog's albums are great, you know, and I love ordering from Hell's Headbangers. So I wonder if I can find it. I honestly don't know what this name is. I don't remember what it is, but that's what it looks like. Get a job, you bum. Kaya, could I possibly borrow $1,500 to fix my toilet? Bro, You think I got that kind of money, okay? What's a job? Album name, bro, I have no idea. I think it's Lice. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'll have to ask my boyfriend. That's what it looks like. If you can read that. There you go. So I forget what the name is, but this was really good. Just little 7 inches. I do have a 7-inch video I'll be kind of doing here soon. I was gonna say something and then I forgot. Haven't been allowed to work for 2 years for health reasons. It's kind of chill, not gonna lie. I respect it. No, I can't give you $1,500, bro. So this is Niga Robo, I think. So this is a booklet that came with it. This is more of like a hardcore band. Thrash hardcore, sort of. Most of these artists are Japanese, too, which is interesting. It's like an Italian label. Most of the artists that they have here are Japanese. It's called Bloody History of Family. This is like the little booklet that came with the 7-inch. So this is just another... Can I show this? Yeah. This is just another proof of like really good quality. Licentious self... Thank you. Love you. Thank you. It's called Licentious. There you go. Excuse me? But that's some of the pictures that are in here. And then here's another one. There you go. So, and then there's 2 little 7 inches. Just on black. When is the new Nile dropping? Have you watched my August releases video, bestie? Because you should. Honestly. So, I believe that is dropping on the 23rd, if I remember correctly. So, apparently licentious is just another way to say neighborhood bicycle. Really? Sick of it all? I have not. Some stuff from there in the future seems like great quality. It's really, really good quality. I'm absolutely obsessed with FO80. And out of the stack so far that we've listened to, which we're not all the way done yet still, but out of everything that we've ordered, CUM is still my favorite. And I think I'm going to do probably a recommendation video or like something, because if you like, go watch my other stream from last Monday if you want to know who CUM is. But if you like Mortician, and you kind of like gore grind, and like Last Days of Humanity, if you like those kind of like deeper kind of doom guttural vocals, and you like old school Carcass, you kind of like the vibe of Wormrot, CUM is so good. And it's not like hardcore, like fast-paced, bright, shiny grindcore sound. It's more like slow and low guttural gore grind, and it's fire. So this one is called the album's called Agonized Cry. I think this is Asbestos. So again, Japanese. Most of these are going to be either Japanese grindcore or hardcore, punk crossover around there. So I mentioned last time how this label really likes to do these type of little labels here. Shipping from the US to Germany is such a pain. Girl, I know. Let's just say I was disappointed. You were disappointed? I love CUM. Even further, good mosh pit. Sick of it all. Yeah, have to check it out. I don't know if I should have even shown the cover for this, but yeah, this is just like, you know, they've got some pretty interesting photos on here. You love CUM? That's the band name. I like ambient garbage, but not theirs. Blood Incantation has completely left the reservation with their shift into ambient garbage. Blood Incantation. Ugh. Yeah, I was not a fan of one of their records. Whichever record I listened to that was supposed to be partnered. And then I just got ghosted by the label. So, look how gorgeous that is. You'll make Taz appear. It was a joke, girl. Oh, okay. I was like, did you even listen to it? What's the best bass guitar? I'm sorry. Where's your Mortician? Bro, I got Mortician in here. Actually, we just finished our Mortician vinyl collection, so. What's the best bass guitar riff? Girl, I don't know. You know, because I think, honestly, I don't know very many metal songs that have bass solos. It's mostly just like guitar solos. Very little, at least from what I have heard, which again is not a ton from like the major bands, but you know, I mostly just heard guitar solos. Sometimes you'll get a drum solo here. I think I've maybe listened to one bass solo, but I honestly don't remember who it was. So, what about you? What do you think is the best bass solo? Peace Cells, Megadeth. Ooh, the Wacken, Vacken. It's called Vacken, right? Vacken Fest. Who's playing at the Vacken Fest? It's either Seven Nation or Royal Republic. Ooh. How big is your cattle decap collection? Not as big as I want it to be, honestly. The only things that I have for cattle are, I have those 2 CDs up there. And they're both signed. So one was sent to me. So Death Atlas was sent to me from a subscriber. They got it signed at a show. And then I bought Terrasite at the show the last time I saw them at the Diamond Ballroom. I think that was last fall. And yeah, I paid like $15 for it. I ain't gonna lie. Almost pronounced it correctly. What? Vacken? Yeah, it's called Vacken, right? I got it because I was calling it Whacken, and people were like, excuse me? Obviously, this girl is American. Cliff Burton has bass solos. Metallica was never the same after Cliff Burton died. That's what some people say. So, this one's called Incest. Demos from 1987, 1988, and this is called Violence Not Words. This is pretty good. Pretty good. One of my favorites from the pile. Not going to be mad at your German? Yeah, right? So, I mean, yeah, right now, the bands that we've completed final collections for are Cannibal Corpse. Obviously, if you saw my Cannibal Corpse deep dive, look at that side. Look how gorgeous that is. So this is a demo. So they just did like an imprint on this one. And then the other side actually has like the music. So we did Cannibal Corpse. Mortician is now complete. Deicide's been complete for a minute. So after Metallica, I'll be doing a Deicide deep dive. And then Death, I just have 2 vinyls left to get. And then, yeah, I'll basically have, then next up I want to do Dying Fetus. We got 2 records of theirs so far. And then from there, I'd like to do cattle decap. So I also got 2 more vinyls last week. What did you get? Hi, Nicholas. How are you? I don't know if you've been the one chatting about cattle decap. Sorry, I know I got some new people in the stream, so if I haven't personally said hello to you, Real Overthinker, hi. How are you? I'm thirsty. So in what metal genre are you more into? I guess it'd be death metal and deathcore. No. I do enjoy death metal. I am not the biggest... It's not that I'm not the biggest fan of deathcore. It's just I don't listen to a lot of it. No, my preferred genres... I'm more into the heavy, kind of gory stuff. So I really like gore grind, death grind, grindcore, and... I mean, obviously old school death metal I'm really into. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Mortician. Dying Fetus is one of my faves. Cannibal Corpse is one of my faves. Hemorrhage and Exhumed. Like that's what gets me sweaty in the panties, girl. I also really like Cattle Decap too. But I'm figuring out that I really, really love those deep guttural vocals. I mentioned this last Monday too, but like I think his name is Lassie. I'm so bad at names. From Acid Witch, like I love those deep vocals. Last Days of Humanity, I love those vocals. Mortician, like I said, I really like that. So I've completed Cattle Decap besides their 7 inches. They have 7 inches? Girl. I think not all deathcore blows. I think it just really, really depends on who it is. Like, who is it? Shadows of Intent. I really like that deathcore band. I don't listen to them very often, however, but I like the melodic deathcore sound that they kind of experiment with. And then if I'm really looking for something that's like, you know, trendy and, you know, something that I want to feel pumped up or whatever, Slaughter to Prevail. Because I do like Alex Terrible's deeper vocals. But that's really all I've got for deathcore. Do you like Discourse, Max? I've never heard them. I like early Suicide Silence. I have not really... There's so many bands that I'm still discovering and listening to. So if you've been watching me for a long time, you know that my entire channel is just about me, you know, documenting metal that I listen to is for the first time. So there's so many bands that I still have not really dove into. But we're getting there. That's why I'm trying to focus more on these like deep dives that I've been doing, like what I did with 6 Feet Under, what I did with Cannibal Corpse, what I'm now doing with Metallica. So it's like I can really dive into a band's discography, whether they're considered good or bad, and understand the genre more. Because I can tell you right now, after listening to almost all of Metallica, it's like I feel pretty confident about that band, I guess. So, Fit for an Autopsy is alright. First 2 albums. Okay, hold on. I don't know what this band name is. Force Skeletor. This is their discography from 1991 to 1994. Another really amazing example of the quality of FOAD records. I need to just like reach out to this dude and be like, hi, can I partner with your label, please? Because you're so freaking awesome. Who's better in your opinion, Corpse Grinder or Chris Barnes? Personally, I go with Corpse Grinder. Yeah, I think from a vocalist standpoint, like, it's difficult because it's like Chris Barnes really defined a sound. Like, he was probably one of the first, like, to, I mean, he really was the first to do it, I guess, for, like, Cannibal Corpse to do these kind of, like, gory lyrics, and do that kind of sound. So it's like, we can't deny his impact, you know, but, you know, his voice is just, he's completely blown his voice, you know, and it's like Corpse Grinder has been in the game for just as long and still can carry a note and do all those things. Even, like, there was somebody that wrote on my Cannibal Corpse thing that was like, I was with you until you said, like, Cattle Decap was better than, you know, 6 Feet Under, like, Travis Ryan sucks. And I'm like, bro, have you seen Travis Ryan live? Like, his voice, he runs circles around Chris Barnes vocally now. You know, and that's just because Chris Barnes didn't take care of his voice. So I think, personally, they both are legacy singers in their own way. Look at the quality of this. But I think that Corpse Grinder is just better. I like his albums better than I like the Corpse Grinder stuff. I know I have 2 hydrates. I'm going to show this real quick, though. Look at this. Beautiful. And this is, like, really, really nice paper, dude. You may not be, like, too into stationery, you know, but this is, like, expensive paper. This is probably paper that's, like, at least $2 a sheet. Not even kidding. And, like, the photo quality, I mean, look at this. FOAD. You're awesome. Morbid Angel is good as well. Some people say that Morbid Angel, like, the first few records are really good, and then they kind of got bad. I really liked their first demo, Thy Kingdom Come. I have it up on my wall. It's a picture disc. That's why I was looking at it, because I was like, I have to remember. I'm catching up with chat. Hold on. Corpse Grinder for sure. George Fisher kept cooking, and he aged so well. George is just also such a very, very likable person. Like, he literally posted a reel on his Instagram yesterday or 2 days ago where he stuffed his car full of giant stuffed animals, and he's just, his wife, I guess, was, like, filming the whole thing and did, like, this whole, like, 360 walk around, and then you just see George Fisher. He's just, like, holding some giant stuffed animal in the passenger seat of his car, and I'm like, that's just total vibes. One took care of himself, the other one didn't. Exactly. Am I the only one who has no desire to complete entire discographies? Like, bro, I'm not dropping cash on bad albums. I never dropped cash on a bad album. I'll listen to, that's the thing. So I have a whole rating system for these types of things. So if I buy a physical copy of an album, it means that I really liked it, that it was actually something that was at least like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. So I am not here to waste money on bad albums. That's why, like, for Metallica and for 6 Feet Under, like, I didn't buy any of those records. I'm not completing their discographies. Now, that being said, for, like, 6 Feet Under in particular, I would buy Undead if Metal Blade reissued that vinyl. I would totally buy Undead for sure, and probably Unborn as well, because I think that those are really, really strong 6 Feet Under records. And, you know, they might do it since, you know, I just think it's really ironic that I did my Cannibal Corpse Part 2 video, and I, like, basically begged Metal Blade to reissue Evisceration, Plague, and Torture 3 different times in that video, and then they end up reissuing it. So I'm hoping that they reissue the sister albums from 6 Feet Under. Morbid Angel only has one giant stinker. That's their, like, 2007 record, right? We've already established that you won't call an album bad. That's not true. It's just like, bro, let me just paint this picture for you, okay? I don't know if you've made it through all 4 Graveyard Classic albums, okay, from 6 Feet Under, but I did, okay, and I know 6 Feet Under's discography now, like the back of my hand, and so we just got a new 6 Feet Under record, and I'm telling you right now, okay, we're getting another Graveyard Classics album within the next, 2 years. Graveyard Classics 5 has to be the next thing they release. And I might listen to it. I don't know. But I guess my point is, I'll show you this Hemorrhage demo. My point is that I listen to those. So if I can make it through actual bad albums, Graveyard Classics, I don't know if there's anything that can be worse than that. But then again, I also understand why people might enjoy it. You know? So I always like to keep an open mind because there are fans of those things, you know? And who am I to call an album bad, you know? I mean, that's why I'm not the type of person that's going to be like, you're wrong. You know, if you like Lulu, you're wrong, you know? There's a band called All Out War. You need to check them out. Their influence is Slayer style of music. I think I've heard of All Out War before. So Slayer is going to be another one. That I'm probably just demonetized my stream by showing this for so long, but I'll be doing Slayer soon. Anyway, this is a Hemorrhage little record, Grotesque Embryo Pathology. Basically, side A is a 1992 demo. Okay, and then side B is a rehearsal demo from 1991. 2 rehearsal demos. So, yeah, it's a little rough, you know, because it is rehearsal recordings. But freaking love Hemorrhage. They're so good. So, you're a person who has an opinion. Anyone who gets blown out because some person they don't know doesn't like their music is way too sensitive for the internet. We know you're an elitist at heart. I don't know. I just who am I to say that a record is god awful trash? And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't listened to anything that is so bad that I couldn't find something to enjoy it. And that's even after listening to Nightmares of the Decomposed. You know, even after listening to that record, I still found things that I would like about it. So I have not listened to anything that's a 0 or negative numbers out of 10. You're just so nice. It's true. Look at this. This is not from FOAD, by the way. Just embrace your elitism. Come over to the dark side. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, I guess, I was really, really hard on one band. There was one band that I did not like, and I made it clear that I didn't like them, and that was Electric Callboy. That reaction, I have some salty people in there, girl. So many people, every single Electric Callboy fan that basically watched that video was like, you must be fun at parties. You must be so anti-fun. You must be Hi, Scary Stories. How are you? And I'm like, God, it's okay I just didn't, yeah. So if you didn't see my YouTube short or my TikTok, we got Evisceration Plague on vinyl. So we didn't get Torture. We had already had Torture on vinyl, but one of the variants that we were the most interested in was already sold out. So I don't know if any of these reissues are still available, or if they are, it's probably going to be not the cool colors anymore. But we did get Shattered Bones, Red Clear Marble, and this is from Metal Blade. So we specifically just ordered ours from Metal Blade. So I'll just show you the vinyl if you're interested in seeing it. Your CC record's coming in the mail. Which one did you get? Did you get Evisceration Plague? Did you get Tortured? Did you get both? What variant? So, look how pretty that is. So this is a big deal. So I'm so freaking happy that I was proven wrong by this reissue. I'm so happy that it actually became a real thing because I was like, Metal Blade and Cannibal Corpse haven't said anything, and they're on these like weird drop shipping sites, you know. Like, I don't know. Do you have Eaten Back to Life vinyl? Yes, Queen. Also, hi Zero, how are you? So I have the entire Cannibal Corpse discography on vinyl. So you're on YouTube, so on my channel I actually have a 2-part series of an entire Cannibal Corpse deep dive. The first part is on Chris Barnes, and the second one is on Corpse Grinder. And so I show off all of the vinyls and do an extensive like dive into their history. So you can see more pictures of that. So Broken Side is a name I wish I'd never heard of. Why? I would love for them to reissue Worm Infested. So Hell's Headbangers actually did Worm Infested on cassette. And I showed that in my stream. Alright. I'm gonna show you Mortician. Freaking love Mortician. I showed these on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't yet. Or don't. You don't have to. But this is their last record, I think from 2004. Reanimated Dead Flesh. Now this surprisingly has quite poor reviews on Metal Archives. I think it's got like a 20%. Is it their best project? No, but I mean this is not 20%. Okay, some people just, you know, they like to jump on the bandwagon, okay, and they like to diss my faves, and I'm telling you right now, this is not a 20% record, okay? This is pretty good. This is still pretty good. Of course we're talking about Mortician. Mortician is banger, girl. Okay? That being said, oh, she's got boobies too. Dang it, I'm definitely not monetizing this damn stream. Anyway. Well, you are nice, so maybe it's shit. It's not. Oh, on vinyl? Yeah. It would be nice if Worm Infested was on vinyl, but I don't mind the cassette. This, like I said, is it the best thing, like the best record? No, I would probably say, you know, Hacked Up for Barbecue or Chainsaw Dismemberment is better. I honestly can't tell you which one I like better because they're both fire, but this is pretty good. Hell's Headbangers. Biggest issue with Metal Archives is dudes who don't like certain genres will come in and rate a band they clearly aren't going to like. Well, like I said, they'll just get onto a hate train. So, like, for Lulu and Saint Anger, you have a lot of people who have written reviews recently, within the last, like, 3 years, and they're all just shitting on the albums, you know? And I'm like, I like to read reviews from people when it's closer to the time period that those records came out, because then you're actually, you know, it's just different. I don't know. So this is such an awesome vinyl, though. Those albums are garbage. I don't know what albums, honestly, like, I'm gonna be real. Yeah, Graveyard Classics 3 might be garbage. Oh, yeah. No, now I'm, like, trauma realizing how bad some of those 6 Feet Under albums are. Dang it, Justin, why'd you have to make me rethink those? They're bad. Like, some of those are really bad. I ain't gonna lie. Well, because I just remembered the no swag. I just remembered the no swag. Oh, God, and the Iced Tea collab. Yeah, that was rough. I ain't gonna lie, that was rough. But biggest mistake was thinking it was a cheap hobby. Yeah, right? You should know those are bad. It's just like, I think I just like Stockholm syndromed it, you know? Honestly. Yeah, there were some questionable things on Lulu. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, some of the lyrics on Lulu, man. Some of those lyrics, girl. I don't know. I don't know. She needs to experience it for herself so she won't believe people. Believe what? Metallica should have given up after their Black album. The Black album is great. So many people shit on that album, and I like it. It's probably one of my favorites. I can't get in here. Come on, girl. Oh, about if an album is bad or not? I don't know. Because, like, for me... I guess for me, it's like I'm always so open-minded about certain things, you know? I haven't... Honestly, the one thing that's been really bad was like, basically every single album of Graveyard Classics was pretty bad. Nightmares of the Decomposed is... Everybody hates that album. That album has a special place in my heart. It really does. The Black Album is boring. I like the Black Album. I like it. It's got some bangers on it. It really does. There was a poster in here. Stop being open-minded. Did I forget to hydrate? Maybe. Was that? It has 4 good songs on it? No. The Black Album's got some really great songs. I do think... Saint Anger and Lulu are definitely difficult to get into. I'm actually struggling with this album. This is Rough Pickens Ranch over here. Alright. You're going home, kid. We're just gonna put you over here and deal with you later. I agree, Millen. I agree. Or Mylan. Black Album is great. Lulu was questionable. Spoother, did you just message me? Penguin emotes on Twitch? We need hydration emotes on Twitch, not gonna lie. Oh, that's a good idea. Hi, Patrick. How are you? I don't know. I'm just open-minded. For me, I'm just like, I don't know. It's got to be really bad. Because, see, I have a special place in my heart for Nightmares of the Decomposed. Is it the best album ever? No, but I just find it absolutely adorable. To the point where I want to buy it. I don't know why. But why is the album called Lulu? Apparently it's like about somebody. Like, it's actually kind of a concept album. But I don't know. Lulu is rough. Honestly, that last song, though, like, even though it's 20 minutes, if they had gotten rid of, like, basically, the last 10 minutes of that last song on Lulu, it's called Junior Dad. This is Mortician's House by the Cemetery, by the way. This was reissued by Hell's Headbangers. But that song, Junior Dad, the last 10 minutes is just, like, this kind of ambient, moody instrumental thing. So if they had chopped it down and had it been, like, you know, a 2 to 4 minute sort of outro thing, I think the song would have been a little bit more tolerable, because it's actually, like, one of the better songs on Lulu, you know? It sounds like Merciful Fate, yeah. Yeah, I mean, oh god. We got boobs. Mortician, love her. I don't even know what subgenre Lulu is supposed to be. I think people were calling it avant-garde metal. I will say this, okay? I love you Metallica fans, but some of you, I think, have Stockholm Syndrome too. Because I think they try their best to, force themselves to understand and like an album. And they're like, oh, no, I totally understand the artistic vision, man. Like, it's really good, man. And I'm like, do you, though? It's okay to say an album is not good. Or to not understand the artistic vision. Now, Metallica says that Lulu is, like, the most important album that they've ever made. So, with Lou Reed, I don't know. I don't know. Spoken word mixed with artsy metal shit. And like I said, Metallica sounds great on Lulu, in my personal opinion. You've got to approach Lulu, though, from the perspective of, like, it's not metal. It's not going to be thrash metal. It's not heavy metal. It's not really hard rock, kind of, but not really. You got to approach it more in this, I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, yeah, it is rock to an extent. It's kind of this, like, sultry sort of sound. So when you approach it like that, you understand the music better. I do enjoy the kind of, like, softer side that they played on Lulu. But like I said, then you've got Lou Reed. You got Lou Reed doing some things. So, avant-garde, retro, hard, dad rock. It's like, it's avant-garde. Did I say it was? Yeah, it is avant-garde. It's like avant-garde butt rock. But, like, if you took the sound, that just sounds awful. Avant-garde butt rock. Like, that doesn't make you very wet in the panties, I ain't gonna lie. But it's like that, avant-garde butt rock, but with whatever sound is, the Velvet Underground, which I didn't like. I don't really like that band. It's very hard for me to get into them. Yes, it was Patrick. So, Kill 'Em All was great. But I think my favorite album is Ride the Lightning, honestly. Next to, I really like the Black Album. I already mentioned that. But I think my top 3 for Metallica right now, granted, I've got Death Magnetic, Hardwired for Self-Destruction, and 72 Seasons to still listen to. I don't know if those are going to surpass any of the records that I have, but I think my top 3 right now is Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All, and the Black Album. And it might even be Ride the Lightning, the Black Album, and then Kill 'Em All. So those are all my vinyls for right now. I'm going to listen to the Velvet Underground after the stream. Are you? Good for you. I support you in that decision. All right. Got other stuff we can talk about. Let's see. August releases. I've got t-shirts. I've got some stuff to unbox. I'm not going to unbox everything on stream just because it's a lot, but we'll unbox some of it. I think I have Master of Puppets takes it for me. See, I think Master of Puppets is okay. It's not my favorite, but sure. shirts, yes. I think these are all from Spooky Stories, so these are going to be more spookier kind of, I don't know. He likes to do the meme shirts. Try listening to Overkill, Wasp, except Grim Reaper and Halloween. Yes. So we just listened to Grim Reaper on Friday, actually. In the Twitch music streams. Which, if you don't know, we stream on Twitch on Fridays. And our theme for this music stream on Friday is nostalgia. So, if you want to join those, go to my Twitch. If you're not watching already, follow me on there. The stream starts at 9 a.m. U.S. Central, same time as the stream. So, Ride the Lightning has one filler. It stops it from being my favorite Metallica album. Yeah, I understand. Yes, Day of the Dead. So, Scary Stories always does these, like, he'll send me these, like, batch t-shirts that are basically from older horror movies. So, these are little tank tops. Day of the Dead. So, we'll just open up a few. Thank you, Scary Stories. The metal unboxing. Yes, so I've actually had these for a minute. So this movie, Zombie, is actually on Tubi right now, girl. I bought Molly Crew's Shout at the Devil once, but I got scared, so I tossed it in the bin. Oh, gosh, that's so funny. Did y'all watch, what is it? Did you watch the Olympics, the Gojira performance? There's, like, a lot of controversy around that. I did not watch it. I've just, like, seen some snippets of their performance on Twitter. I just think it's really cool that Gojira actually, like, we actually had a metal band as big as Gojira play in the Olympics. So this is Day of the Dead. Another one. I hate Trapped Under Ice too. People are all over Twitter calling Gojira Satanist. I haven't seen any of that. And I'm like, that's fair. This one. I need to watch the zombie movies. I mean, I'm going to have to do it for, like, the Mortician deep dive that I want to do. But this one is Class Reunion Massacre. So that's just kind of what he does. He does these, like, old school horror, like, t-shirts and tanks. So I've got, like, 2 more boxes. We can kind of open this one up. And just do a few. If you like All Out War, you will like Last to Die. Shouldn't play with dead things. Oh God. Children of the Corn is actually on Tubi right now, and I feel like I want to watch that movie because of Deceased's new album, Children of the Morgue. So I think it was more the rest of the ceremony people were weird. Yeah. Some of that was questionable, but that's okay. I don't know. I really liked Gojira's performance, though. I really, really liked the, like, castle performance. That seemed like it was, like, really scary, though. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Like, how, like, high up they were on that castle, girl. So, wow, they folded these up so nicely. I heard it was boring as hell. Oh my gosh. Okay, so do we know a date for the new Terrifier 3 movie? Because if you didn't know, okay, bestie, all 3 of the Terrifier movies, so, like, the, I guess, Halloween Terrifier, like, the compilation, Terrifier 1 and Terrifier 2 are all on Tubi for free right now. So I know that Terrifier 3 is coming out. Hi, bunny girl. And people were like really freaking out about that because, ma'am, is that a tick? Girl, do you have a tick on you? People were freaking out about the, what is it, the trailer for Terrifier 3 because it has like a little girl in it. And people were like, oh god, is he gonna like murk this little tiny 5-year-old? You didn't call her a turd for the first time. Yeah, I did. She's a turd. Finally, her stitches are out. And the heat is back now. So this summer heat dries out my bloodhounds like crazy. And they just don't want to do anything. Thank God. But of course, you know, she's recovering from her spay last week. And we get a cold front in. So she's just got so much back and energy that I can't even keep her calm. So, okay, Terrifier 3. We're going to look this up. I've never seen them before because I'm just getting into horror. Oh my gosh, the release date's October 11th. As far as technicality, EU wins, but their crowds are too mundane. South America's really into metal. Ooh, The Pit. Cooks when it comes to crowds. Yeah. I feel like, honestly, I mean, outside of like metal, I think just for music in general, I think specifically when you're talking about mainstream acts, I mean, I guess you could put Metallica in there. When you put like Taylor Swift in there, I feel like, I mean, even Miley Cyrus, like they have such massive followings in like Brazil and Australia and Argentina too. Yeah, I mean, they'll just I don't know. Maybe Americans are just lazy. I think we just like to stay in our houses, you know? The stuff. I'm seeing Dying Fetus on October 10th. I'm literally so jealous. I've been wanting to see Dying Fetus for the longest time. And nobody's coming here. Nobody's coming to Oklahoma. You've never been to a concert. This one is Tentacles. Okay, so what do you think about the Terrifier movie series? You think that's fine? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Because I'm just getting into horror, and I've got some horror movies like in my watch list that I'll be talking about later this year. But this one is Spookies. I know you love them. I love all the promo art for them. Terrifying AF. So you've seen them. So you agree. You're really pretty. Rusty, I need you to move, okay? I need you to get. LMAO 2.4 on Letterboxd. Terrifier? That's pretty way out west, right? No, it's in the center of the U.S., my guy. We're right above Tejas. Right above Texas, girl. So those are just some of the shirts from Scary Stories. Thank you so much for your package. I can't wait to open up the rest of them and see what they look like. I like horror movies that are good. We're not in Kansas anymore, it's true. Oh, big yawn, girl. Big yawn. Well, you don't have to apologize. So, Frozen Soul is coming back to Oklahoma. And they're actually coming back with Gate Creeper. So what is y'all's consensus on Gate Creeper? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Because I know they just released an album this year and a lot of people were really into it. Gate Creeper's Pinched Fingies. You like Gate Creeper? Definitely scared the heck out of some sensitive people. Yeah, I haven't really like seen too many complaints about the actual performance, more so like the stuff after. But what was I gonna look up? The Frozen Soul tour with Gate Creeper. Sorry, I might have like just done that. There you go. Sorry. A hotkey. Let's see what we've got. Gate Creeper. I'm looking up. Wow. Ooh, Gate Creeper's got some cute stuff though. Look at this. Hold on. Let's go to screen share. There we go. Look at that. Girl. That's pretty cute. So this is for their new album, Dark Superstition. That's their new album, right? I honestly haven't. That's so cute with the green. Love that. HM2 Worship. There's bands that are out there. What's HM2? What does that mean? Look at the second one on the right, girl. This, yeah. Martian switched to. Did he switch to, why? Why did he switch to YouTube? Girl. I'm looking for their tour. Yeah, here we go. So it's with Worm, too. So, I guess in Phoenix, they're doing their own little show. Can you see this? Sort of. Hold on, let me fix it. Sorry. Here you go. Doink. Doink. High School Musical too? That's what I thought. So August 28th, it looks like Gate Creeper is playing at Crescent Ballroom in Phoenix, Arizona. And then starting on September 17th, they'll be in Tampa, Florida. It'll be Frozen Soul and Worm supporting Gate Creeper. So if you're interested in that. Oh, is it that guitar pedal you were talking about? That's right. That's what you guys were talking about. Don't expect me to remember a lot of things. I have, like, sometimes I have the memory of a goldfish. You're welcome. So it looks like Miami, Jackson. Wow, they're doing a lot of Florida dates. Then they're going to be in Carborough, North Carolina. Where the hell is that even? Atlanta, Georgia. Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York. Des Moines, Chicago. Y'all can still see this, right? Okay, dope. So, when will they revisit Stockholm, Sweden? I don't know if they're going to be going out of the country. Let's see. Hold on. St. Louis, Missouri, Milwaukee, Lubbock, Austin. Of course, they're going to do 1,000. Wow, they're actually... Yeah, they're going to Oklahoma. They're skipping Dallas, but... Oh, no, they're in Fort Worth, yeah. So they're actually playing at 89th Street, which they did really good, apparently. So... Behemoth from Poland greets you. Działka, hi. What do you mean? Behemoth from Poland. Are you a member from Behemoth and you're in my chat? Is that what that means? Okay. So here, October 30th. So if you're just hopping in, this is Gate Creeper's new tour with Frozen Soul and Worm. as supporting acts. So if you don't know, I actually missed out on seeing Frozen Soul recently because literally their tour bus or tour van, like broke down on the way to their opening show of the current tour that they're on right now. So because I live an hour away from the venue, I needed to leave, so we weren't getting home at like 2 a.m. But also the sound was god awful. It was really, really awful. So hopefully it's much better for this show. But yeah, this is basically Gatecreeper with Frozen Soul and Worm. So they're starting off in Dublin, Ireland on the 30th. They're going to be doing some dates in the UK, Netherlands. They're going to be in Switzerland. You were asking about Switzerland, right? No, you're asking about Sweden, right? So we've got Germany on the 4th of November, the Netherlands on the 3rd, Italy on the 6th of November, Switzerland on the 5th. No? Here's Stockholm, Sweden, yeah? So if you're in European countries, Germany, Finland, the UK, Sweden, wow, they're playing a lot of dates in Germany. The Netherlands is great. They're doing right around Thanksgiving. So on the 20th of November, they'll be in Hamburg. 21st, they'll be in Berlin. Is it Leipzig? Yes, you should go see them, Justin. On the 22nd, they'll be in Leipzig, Germany. Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing these things, so if I butcher it, I apologize. November 23rd, at Stuttgart. November 18th, they'll be in Stockholm, Sweden. Yep. So nice. They're doing some really, really good things. So now, that being said, I don't know if Frozen Soul is going to be at those shows because it looks like Frozen Soul and Worms stop on October 15th in Albuquerque. And then I don't know who they have opening. So once they do their like European tour, starting October 30th, those do drop out from the lineup. So, you want me to see who's in the Stockholm one? I wonder if they have an opener yet. Let's do English. Yes, I'll accept your cookies. Age limit. Wow. So just so you know, if you're 13 years old, you have to be accompanied by a guardian. Okay. I don't know if they have an opener yet. Gatecreeper. I don't know. I don't know if they've got an opener figured out yet. That would be interesting, though, to see. Damn it! I know. I'm sorry. Maybe they'll be there. Who knows? So you think that Gatecreeper album is worth checking out? Because I've got some catching up to do for some of these like newer releases, honestly. Buy it? You think I should buy it? You like the album? I don't know. I haven't really listened to them yet. I have not listened. Are you chewing this box, man? That is like so rude. So, did y'all watch my August releases video? Did you? Also, Ad Infinitum's got a new album that they're coming out with in October. You didn't watch it? Of course you did. You watched it on Patreon, girl. Honestly, so rude of you to troll me in my own stream. You literally got it for early access. Buy some more patches? I need to. So, I've been sick, remember? Oh, yes. Everybody pray for Metallic death. He's had COVID like all week. I watched it in the future. You're silly. I do need to buy more patches. Once I see Crypta, I'll buy a Crypta patch. I might buy a Frozen Soul patch if I lack them. So, pray for Metallic death. Right? So, I'm really excited about the new Nile album. I wanted to look at some of their variants and see what they've got because I didn't really like their single, and y'all probably already know this because you watched the video on YouTube of my reaction to them. If you haven't, you should. But I didn't like the single that they released. The single was pretty bad. It was bad. And I don't know what's worse. I don't know, like, the music video for that Fling and Feces song or the actual song itself. Like, it was bad. But that's okay. I'm still very, very hopeful and optimistic about the album. You know, I don't think they're going to really top anything that they did. Like, Annihilation of the Wicked, I don't think they'll ever really top that album for me. So, it wasn't anything it shouldn't have been made. Yeah. No, I didn't like it, Patrick. I did not like it. And it was unfortunate because I was very, very excited about listening to the Nile song, the single, but so I went into it so excited and so happy and hopeful and like optimistic, open mind, whatever. And then I listened to the song, and I'm telling you, I literally sat in silence for 20 minutes almost, trying to figure out something positive to say about it. Like, I didn't even know where to begin. I didn't even know where to begin as far as like talking about that song. Because I just, I really didn't. That was like the toughest thing. So if y'all are like, oh, she's too nice, you know, stop being optimistic, be more of like an elitist, I'm telling you, like, that Nile song was pain. It was pain. It was rough pickings ranch, actually. Even a pro waffler like Kaya had nothing to say. I had nothing to say about the song. I felt so bad. Nah, bro, she's a poser. Yeah, right. You know, the name I'm a Canoe came from a commenter of J-Dog's, right? Like, that's how that name came about. Because J-Dog was, like, promoting my, my Nunslaughter reaction. This was a while ago. And somebody in the comments was like, I'm a Canoe. And I was like, that's a good name. That's what it's from. I'm going to look. We're going to look and we're going to see. The underworld awaits us all. Underworld awaits us all. Let's see. We're going to see. Let's go to Napalm Records. Okay, so they're keeping it pretty low-key, pretty basic when it comes to their stuff. Hey, Spooky Sam, how are you? If you're just hopping in, we are looking at some Nile Records, because their new album is coming out in, like, less than a month now, I want to say. So we're looking at some of the variants they've got. If you've listened to the new Nile single, what did you think about it? I'm a cocaine addict. God. Could never not be me. Okay, so they're doing a yellow. You can see this, yeah? Okay, good. So they're doing a yellow cassette. 16 bucks. Dang, girl. In stock. So it's coming out on the 23rd. You haven't heard it yet? Album looks good, though. I'm optimistic. Like I said, optimistic. I didn't like the Pooflingen song. God, look at this. Look at this. Like, I know that that's, like, their thing. You know? Like, I know that is just, that shouldn't be a thing. Like, girl. Maybe it's a concept album, you know? Maybe it's just all gonna make sense when the record comes out. Chapter for not being hung upside down on a stake in the underworld and made to eat feces by the four apes. I'm sorry? Excuse me? It's 11 songs, too. Alright. So we got Staley of Vultures, To Strike with Secret Fang, Nakata 2, Enter the Golden Age, The Pentagrammation of Nefrenka, Overlords of the Black Earth, How Pronounced Number 5. Yeah, that was hard. The Underworld Awaits Us All. So title track is at the end of the album. True Gods of the Desert. What are you doing? What trouble are you getting into? Over there? Okay, you calm down. Doctrine of Last Things. Alright. There's a lot of songs that have long titles just like that. Oh, I know. I mean, I know that the long song titles are like totally, you know, a Nile thing. You know, I'm not saying I'm not familiar with it. Ritual, I mean, Annihilation of the Wicked is my, that's pinched fingies for me. I don't think they're going to really top that. Now, that being said, so I will be doing all of Nile's albums. So as we get closer to this release date, I'll do a video on all of their records and reviewing this new album with it, I think. I don't know whether I want it to be like 2 separate videos or 1 and then a tier list or something like that. I'm still kind of deciding, but I will be diving more into it. Annihilation of the Wicked, I don't know if it's going to be topped for me personally. That's such a good album. They were awesome when Dallas Tollerwade was in the band. But maybe it helps them. I don't know. I like the album cover. So it looks like it's a double LP. Ugh, I'm not into gold vinyls, though. Personally. That's a personal thing. I know. DSI did the gold vinyls, too. I also didn't like the solid red that they had for their record. But I don't know. It's not my fave. Not my fave. And then of course I got the t-shirt, so if you get the CD, there's a 28-page booklet. Digipack CD. I mean, that's not bad for a 28-page booklet, 17 bucks before tax. It's not terrible. I wonder if, man, that's all they've got. Okay, so here's another. Oh, sweet. So they got 2 other t-shirt variants if you're interested. They've got this one. Mummy t-shirt. This comes out on 8/23, I would guess. Oh, I guess we could look at the 6 Feet Under tour dates that they have with Nile. I don't know about you, but I feel like that's kind of an odd lineup. It gives me cringe. It's a little cringe. We don't have to, he says. Oh, vey. Okay, so that's one of them. This is another. All I'm saying is that I would expect these t-shirt variants or something similar to be available at their tour. So if you don't know, Nile is touring with 6 Feet Under here pretty soon for the fall. So they have a lot of US dates. If you're in Oklahoma, I'm sorry, but they're not coming here, of course. So In Their Darkened Shrines is a masterpiece. Yeah, see, I haven't listened to that one yet. Oh, they got Rammstein stuff. So yeah, that's the lovely Nile stuff. I'll pull up the tour because I'm interested to see what their dates are. Nile and 6 Feet Under tour. Yeah. No, that's not this fall. I'm sorry, that's next year. Oh my god, look at this photo. I said it wrong. It's next year in 2025. Look at the Barnes boy. Look at him. Look at dreads. That dread is hanging on by like an actual thread. Like, girl. Can we just like that? That dread is literally, if you snag that piece of hair on like a chair, or you know when you close the door of your car and you get like some of your hair stuck like in the seat belt or in the window or in your door, that thread, this dread is coming off. Like, there's no way that dread is staying on. There is no way. I know, I'm getting distracted now. You're welcome. All right. So this tour with 6 Feet Under and Nile, this winter, does it start this winter? I honestly don't remember. The Revenge of the Underground Tour 2025 begins January 7th in Nashville, Tennessee, and runs through February 22nd. Okay, so it is winter, but it's just winter of 2025. So next year. Support will be provided by Psychroptic and Embryonic Autopsy. Additionally, the tour will include several 6 Feet Under one-off shows scattered throughout. Comments from 6 Feet Under. Barnes says, after more than a decade-long hiatus of 6 Feet Under touring the States, I'm super excited and very much looking forward to our upcoming co-headlining tour with our old friends Nile. It's going to be an MFer ripper. Jack Owen is a really nice fellow. Jack Owen sounded really, really good on Killing for Revenge. I'm not going to lie. People make shit on this album from 6 Feet Under, but Jack sounded great, and honestly, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever heard. I think it's better than Nightmares of the Decomposed, and I do enjoy that Chris Barnes actually refrained from doing the E's, you know? He refrained from doing the E's. He didn't go into his higher register, quote unquote. So, I think that's also what made the album better. So, 6 Feet Under with Nile, Psychroptic, and Embryonic Autopsy starts on January 7th of 2025 in Nashville, Tennessee at the Basement East. Then they go into Atlanta. Then they're in Pensacola, Florida. It's got 2 dashes, which the 2 dashes mean 6 Feet Under and Psychroptic only. So if you are in Pensacola, Florida, Embryonic Autopsy will not be opening. The standards are so low when it comes to 6 Feet Under. Not the worst thing ever. Wow, the compliments. It was not bad. It was not bad, you know? It really wasn't. Jack sounded great. I think he was the best part of Killing for Revenge, honestly. Chris Barnes is definitely very Cookie Monster on Killing for Revenge, but it's not as bad as Nightmares of the Decomposed. But yet I love Nightmares of the Decomposed for all the wrong reasons. So, okay, good. You can still see the list. Okay, so we're still in Florida. Then we're in Greenville, South Carolina. Hate the traffic there. Then they go to Greensboro. Then they're in New Jersey, Worcester, Massachusetts, for all my East Coast gals and dudes. It was bad, actually, but it's okay. I expected nothing else. I think I'm going to start thinking less of you, Kaya. Why? What did I do? Honestly. Look, the only reason why I'm saying Killing for Revenge is not as bad as Nightmares of the Decomposed is because the Graveyard Classics exist, okay? The Graveyard Classics exist. You have not suffered through the things that I have suffered with those fucking albums, okay? I literally almost stopped doing my entire 6 Feet Under discography dive during Graveyard Classics 3, okay? It was that bad. Nightmares of Decomposed, I love that album because of that one song. Near my darkness, right? That's why. That's literally why. I want to buy that album because that little gives me so much happiness. And I don't know why. I think it's Stockholm Syndrome. The standards are so fucking long. They are. I agree. But then you got Lulu. You do got Lulu. So, I don't know. Why do you always blame us for doing the opposite of what we tell you? Because I'm morbidly curious. Let me listen to bad albums so I can formulate my own opinion, okay? Even Haunted wasn't good for me. Haunted was rough. Haunted was not my favorite. Everybody's like, ooh, Haunted is the best 6 Feet Under album, and I didn't like it. I thought Warpath was better, personally. Just clip it as your ringtone. Yeah. Anyway, this is more Nile and 6 Feet Under dates. So they're in Pittsburgh, up here, Ohio. They're in Cleveland and Columbus, Grand Rapids, Cincinnati. Wow, they go back to Ohio. Many people who despise SFU would try defending that record. There were a lot of fanboys of 6 Feet Under in that video. A lot of them. And unfortunately, there were a lot of guys that were like, every album from, 6 Feet Under is really good. But the worst one, girl, the worst one were the people that said Nightmares of the Decomposed was a banger. A banger. A banger, girl. Like, I was like, oof. That's rough pickings. I respect you. You're not, I'm not, I'm not an asshole. Like, I'm not going to go and be like, wrong. Saw your cavity? I don't have cavities, okay? Thank you. Why are you saying ew? Like, honestly, that's so rude. Some people would pay good money to see my mouth up close, girl, okay? I'm just saying. Every album really good. Sure, buddy, sure. Yeah. Wrong. Exactly. So, and it's like, I respect your opinion. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but I might judge you a little. I might think less of you, just a little. Not really, but maybe, just a little bit. Like, they were dead serious. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, you're allowed to have that opinion. Not even Metallic Death would want that? I don't know. Does that mean you've looked into getting an OnlyFans page set up? Bro, no. I still have dudes that are like, so where's your OnlyFans? And I'm like, can we not do this right now? Freaks. I tell you, freaks. Yeah. I'm like that. I got a comment like a week ago or so, and this dude genuinely sounded like offended and curious as to why my OnlyFans link wasn't in my description. And I'm like, I don't have that. Don't respect anyone's opinion, be an elitist. Y'all want me to be an elitist so bad. But I don't know. I guess it's like I'm so optimistic about things. It's like I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know if I've listened to an album that's been, oh God, yeah. I think I'm just like Stockholm syndromed on those graveyard classics, honestly. You've been a poser for so long. Shut up. And you said people would pay money, so I assumed you looked into it. No. I just know what the people want. Satisfy your foot fetish with models in the Philippines? Oh, God. Kaya poser tier, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there were people that were genuinely in love with that album. And then there were a lot of people that were genuinely in love with all the graveyard classics, too. And I'm like, oh, first time catching a live stream. Hi, Paul. How are you? Paul is dead. Question, Paul is dead. Are you Paul Mazurkowicz? Or no? Strike a pose. Give the people what they want, Kaya. Do you think people with a foot fetish like this emote? Maybe. Are you taking donation requests? Paul McCartney. Okay, good. So my theory was wrong. Good. Okay. That's fine. Only because when Paul wrote to me, he said that he saw my Cannibal Corpse Part 2 video. And when I was on looking at the comments of that video, you had commented. I think you had literally just commented on the video. And I was like, is that his burner YouTube account, you know? So, did someone say Lars? Oh, God. What the people want are God. Nudes from attractive women? Yeah. Just get that on your own time, you know? You're not going to get that from me. Fungus Bob mold pants? Oh my gosh. Hey, dude. How's it going? Fungus Bob. You wouldn't be related to J Bob, would you? Have you heard Coroner? They were my gateway to liking heavier bands. I've listened to Coroner. I did a reaction to them on my Patreon. They were okay. I don't honestly remember them too much. An option to have people pay to see you reacting to a specific album of their choosing. Just curious here. I mean, I originally did it on Patreon a while ago. I don't know how. I mean, I could probably do that on Twitch and do it in a live stream setting. Because I know I did it on Patreon. If I did it on, I mean, if I did it in Patreon, I would have to actually, like, edit the video and stuff like that. But for a live stream, I feel like it's more immediate. So, I guess I could do that. It could be some sort of, like, donation thing for Twitch. She's lazy to edit. I'm not lazy to edit. It's just I take my time with it. was the Lars. What about paying for a song request on a live stream? I feel like I could do that, but not on YouTube. Only because YouTube is like horrible with the copyright claims. That's why I do all of my music streams on Twitch. And so I will tell you right now, starting in August, I've got 2 variety streams planned for, I believe, if it's on August, the 7th and the 21st of August. So I'm thinking the 7th will be a gaming stream, and then the 21st will be like a variety stream of some kind. Why would you pay for it? Are you rich? Yeah, YTB is not happening. What does that mean? No editing would be involved too. If I did a live stream with the song requests, yeah. So. Because I recorded the band, it doesn't matter. Because, like, if it has any sort of, if it's signed under, like, even CD Baby or any sort of, like, DistroKid, if it's signed under there, it'll be copyrighted. How do you have a Spotify playlist? Can you link it somewhere, please? Oh, do I have a Spotify playlist? I don't. I've been thinking about doing it, though. Because I've been having a lot of people asking me about it. So, I mean, I'd be down to doing Spotify playlists. How's your single coming along? It's going really, really good. I actually have bass and drums. So I've got all the bass tracks for 6 of my songs right now. And then I'm getting drum tracks, I think, today. So that'll be 6 songs off my record with the rhythm section, and then I just have to get basically as soon as I get the drum tracks, I just have to lay those into my single, and then send that off to my guitarist, get those tracked, and then I just need to redo my lead vocals because I just did scratch vocals for that, and then I'll have my single. So I'm excited. I am excited. You like Danzig? Honestly, I haven't really listened to them. Patreon live stream, yeah, no worrying about copyright stuff nearly as much as YouTube, Twitch, etc. Twitch is not as bad because Twitch I can split the audio. So, but yeah, I'd probably like the Patreon hangout streams are really great. A great place to do. We do like listening parties in there, and those are really intimate and nice. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be doing more variety streams on Twitch. So, basically y'all can request songs there if you want. And I guess I could do like paid donation requests, but we'll see. Hey, Burger King Foot. What are these names, bro? Burger King Foot Lettuce 92. Can I give a song request for you to listen to? Oh, never mind. We're on, I'm streaming on YouTube as well, but, Burger King Lettuce 92, if you're not doing anything on Friday, we have a music stream. I do a listening party just on YouTube, and we're doing, the genre is nostalgic, so we're doing all songs that make you feel nostalgia, so you can submit a request there. You can go to my Discord and go to Twitch Picks and read the pinned post that's like submission rules, and then you can actually submit your stuff in there. So, great names today. Just don't offer him donuts. Yes, do it. So like I said, go to, if somebody on the Twitch side wants to do !Discord, so Burger King can just get his, link there. Um, what does your wrist tat say? Music equals life. So, I got all my tattoos before I was like 21. And I was done. I was like, I'm done. I got them all. So I look so much towards the Friday out listening parties. The Friday listening parties are really, really fun. If you've never been in one, we do new themes every single Friday. Last week we did a Halloween stream. So we did Halloween in July. And we just basically had like a bunch of spooky songs and songs that were on people's like usual Halloween playlist. We did a lot of like death metal and just like some really, really good stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about the nostalgia stream. And then towards the end of the stream, we always do like a poll. And so y'all can vote for whatever theme you want for the next stream. So I am the table tattoo. Y'all are funny, girl. Nah. Nah. I don't think that that's going to be for me. No, those are the only words I really have. But, yeah. It's pretty exciting stuff. So, hi, William. How are you? How's it going? But, yeah, I mean, honestly, like, as far as, like, the song requests go, just join my music streams on Friday. For real. Because, I mean, if you want to pay to have your song, like, guaranteed played, like, with, like, first, pretty much, then you can join my Patreon or sub to my Twitch. But otherwise, like, we're always looking for new people in those listening parties. And so I think my slot, I've expanded it to about 20 people now. So we don't get so many song requests where people, like, get cut off from it by any means. So yeah, that's where we are. Get a pinched fingies tattoo? God, no. I don't know if I could. I don't know. Because, like I said, I haven't gotten tattooed in a long time. So, I think the last tattoo I got was either my back or my ribs. I can't remember. But the back was harder because I'm, like, ticklish on my back, and so I was like kind of twitching while I was doing it. But the ribs didn't hurt. So, hey Varg, how are you? Sup? Let's see it. No, queen. Tattoos eventually become ink blots. This is true. Whoops, so late, but hope stream was good. Oh, haven't you been here the whole time, Varg? Or is that VL? Am I getting you confused with VL? I am. LOL. Both of y'all have very similar names. Less is more when it comes to tattoos. It's true. That's why I haven't gotten any more. I got the ones I wanted, and so I'm just like, meh. Pinched fingers on the ribs would be legendary. Oh my god. Yeah. No, I mean, if I was going to get another tattoo, it would be probably a trout fish for my granddad, but I would put that on, like, my ankle, but I don't know. No more tattoos. I'm not getting any more. I told you I wasn't. I said if I was going to, but I'm not really feeling it. A rusty tattoo? No. I would have probably gotten a Spooner one, but I don't know. I'm just like, I'd rather have just like the memories. I don't need to have that like on my body, because I don't know. I honestly forget that I have tattoos. And then I like, get into the shower and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I have like a rib tattoo, and I have one on my ankle. That one was more painful. I have 0 tats. You hate tattoos. Do you like the Terrifier films? The trailer for the new one looks wild. I've never seen them. So I'm a pretty big newbie to horror, honestly. So I've thought about watching them, but I'm very sensitive to gore right now because, like I said, newbie to horror. So I think I need to, like, work my way up to the Terrifier films first. But how was the unboxing? Pretty good. I only did a few things because it's horror t-shirts pretty much from spooky stories. So what do you think, Gojira in the opening Olympics? Hi Daddy, how are you? Oh, have you guys done anything? I'm sorry, I could probably look at Burger King foot lettuce. Thank you so much for following. I'm just noticing that. I'm literally an actual hell on earth waiting to cool down. Is it hot in your area? The Gojira performance, I only watched a snippet of it on Twitter and I thought it was cool. Honestly, like I did enjoy the like where they performed and like the castle and how they lit it up and everything. I don't know what song they performed. I think I read somewhere that they played like global warming. But I I think the one takeaway I had from that performance was the fact that they played so high up. Like, I'll pull it up on Twitter. I overate lunch. I already took 2 shits. Oh, God. Spooth, come on. Why are you so funny? Oh, my God. Gojira at the Olympics made as much sense as Lady Gaga and Metallica. You know? I don't know. I didn't see anything wrong with their performance of them on, like, the actual, I guess, building, you know? Gojira. Let's see. I'll pull it up. Yeah, see, this is, like, a performance of them. Let's see. There you go. That's information we definitely need. Work your way up. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Work your way up. Let's see. So they played, like, I think that's them. Like, look how high up they are, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know about you. Oh, that is so creepy that his face is, like, hecka blurred out. Not the info you deserved, but the info you needed. Look at that, though. Like, they're so high up. He's, like, strapped in there, too. But see, that's pretty. In my opinion, I'm not mad at this. This is not terrible. I think it's fine. And it's cool. Honestly, it's like a metalhead. Seeing, like, Gojira performing in this. Oh, God, he's flailing around. You know? Seeing Gojira perform in something like the Olympics is really cool for metalheads all around the world, I think. I am surprised that they didn't ask Metallica, though. Like, I'm going to be real. I'm surprised they didn't ask Metallica. I mean, I know that they're doing their, like, 72 seasons tour. I don't think Metallica's ever performed the Super Bowl, have they? I don't like extreme metal being included in the mainstream, which is fair, Totally fair. Gojira's French. Why would they ask Metallica? Why wouldn't they? It's my question. I mean, this is like the Olympics. Massive. I mean, I get it. Like, I get why they asked Gojira. But I'm also like, I don't know. I feel like Metallica is such a big band. They could have. I mean, I know why they did it. I know why. I still think they should have done like somebody, I don't know. Maybe just Metallica should be in the Super Bowl, at least. I'm surprised. I guess my point is that I'm surprised Metallica hasn't been picked for something big like that, you know? I mean, I understand why they picked them. I'm not saying I don't understand it. Also, Metallica's watched and Auralist. There are many Metallica fans that would disagree with you. You know? I guess my other thing, too, is I feel like the masses would understand Metallica more than they would Gojira. And I actually responded to the tweet I responded to where somebody was like, you know, Lulu is in a Metallica album. It was to somebody who, let's see. I'm finding it. So the person that I tweeted said, people comparing Gojira to Metallica at the Super Bowl as if Metallica wouldn't just play a 2-minute medley of their best thrash shit, followed by 28 minutes of the most awful butt rock mediocre set you've ever heard. Which is great for them. I think that's great. You know, and like I said, I think it's great that Gojira played at the Olympics. I mean, it obviously makes sense. And it's great that a band like that actually got recognition and was chosen for that. Because literally France could have picked any other French artist. So I do think it's cool that they picked Gojira. But I feel like Metallica has such a massive fan base that it probably would have been received better, ? Maybe? I don't know. It wouldn't make sense for them to pick them, though, so. Can't even get in a sports event of that magnitude in their own country, right? Which is so surprising. Judas Priest would be better? Yeah. I guess Metallica does have some very slow songs, so I don't know. They're not really, I don't think they're, I think it's heavy more in like the context of the songs. Because like heavy is like Mortician. Heavy's like Cannibal Corpse, okay? Ain't nobody gonna be booking Cannibal Corpse for anything. That, for the masses. And I love Cannibal Corpse. Right? I could totally see Metallica playing the Super Bowl next year and it being great. You know? Metallica would very likely focus on the Black Album at the Super Bowl, which is fine. That's fine for me. I like that album. And as much as I enjoy the Black Album, it just isn't their best one. In your opinion. Wrong. Metallica is already super successful. They don't need the stupid bowl. Honestly, so rude. They wouldn't get paid, so they wouldn't do it. That's why they wouldn't do it. I can't believe that they don't pay the performers of the Super Bowl. They're like, oh, well, you're performing in front of millions of people. Oh, my bad. Wrong. Cannibal Corpse would eat, bro. Suffocation over CC, bro. I don't know about that one. Wrong. No. You're allowed to have that opinion. I ain't gonna say you're wrong. You know. We have so many funny names in our chat. It's like actually silly. Fungus Bob Mold Pants and Burger King Lettuce, whatever his name is. What was your tag? Burger King Foot Lettuce. Between you and Fungus Bob Mold Pants, it's so like made my whole day. They would never have Slayer do anything. Are you kidding? At how even a highlight in history of metal creates so much discussion. Everyone complains about everything nowadays. Honestly, yeah, everybody complains about everything. It's because there's too many people that are just, online. There's a word I'm looking for. I think it starts with a C. But we're just constantly online. People need to get off the internet and touch grass more, honestly. And so they just find things to complain about constantly. So, but, you know, if Slayer played the Super Bowl, the venue would be half empty after them. Yeah. Ugh. Touch grass and get some pussy. True. I don't know. I've always held this opinion. Ever since, you know, I don't know what, I think it was the Balenciaga controversy a couple years ago. From those photos, and, you know, people were saying that, like, oh, this, like, photographer or whatever, this model for Balenciaga is satanic because she wears, like, you know, Cannibal Corpse shirt, whatever. I've always held the opinion of, like, you know, the metal bands, they're not trying to hide what they talk about, you know, and, like, the imagery and everything. If you actually studied and looked at, like, what they're doing and what they're talking about, it's like the people in the metal community, the musicians that we know and love, that a lot of people are saying, oh, it's satanic or whatever, like, you know, they're so, like, you can't look at Cannibal Corpse, perfect example. You can't look at George Fisher with all of those stuffed animals and be like, bro, he's such a Satanist. Like, you know, he's married with 2 daughters. He goes to Disneyland on a regular basis. Like, this dude is not doing satanic cult. Like, I just think, personally, the pop industry and the rap industry is more dark and satanic than what's in metal, personally. I'm a huge techie, but I'm definitely not a fan of people being so connected. Social media has ruined a lot of things, for sure. Baby metal in the Super Bowl, because why not? Boof. He does satanic rituals with Disney's ghost. True, probably. It doesn't take much to poke holes in it. Yeah, because you're right in sing songs about trees and whales. I think they were probably just calling the overall performance, not necessarily the music. But, you know, I think it's also just like people that don't understand it, you know? I think pop is more, like I said, I think pop and modern day, like, hip hop and rap is much worse, and a much worse influence, especially on younger women. And I've thought about talking about this, you know, a little bit, but it's like, you know, influences for your kids, for your daughters, especially your young daughters. It's like, you're not, the women in metal, you know, you just look at the women in metal. Melissa Bonney is a perfect example from, like, Ad Infinitum, you know, symphonic kind of pop metal, you know, not everybody's cup of tea. I have a soft spot for that band, though, for my girly feels. But it's like Melissa Bonney is a perfect example of a beautiful, you know, woman who's a great role model for your daughter. You know, for your daughters, for your young women, you know. But they'd rather put somebody like Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion or, you know, Miley Cyrus when she was going through her bangers era, you know. Those are the women that get pushed more to your daughters. Those are the women and the artists that get pushed more in the media. And it's like, why? Why? It's because sex sells, you know. Sex sells. There's not a lot of, I mean, there is and there isn't. There's a lot of, I mean, metal bands, they like the boobies, okay? We like, you know, they like the boobies. There's some coot in the, you know, there's some coot, and there's more boobies than anything in the art, you know, but it's mostly cartoon stuff. you know? But the women in metal are just, it's not, sex doesn't necessarily sell in the metal scene, If that makes sense. This is still going? What's still going? So you looked up to them as well before you found metal? Who? Ad infinitum? You're becoming more of an elitist every day. Welcome to the dark. Come to the dark side? No. Lady Gaga shows more of her boobies in metal bands. It's just, I don't think that sex is very profitable within the metal industry in that way. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to, because it's like, I mean, like I said, the metal covers, have a lot of gore and there's boobies and, naked girls, but I don't think we're buying them necessarily because there's a naked girl in there. We're buying it because it's brutal as fuck, right? Brutal music. But there's a lot of boobies. We really like the boobies. Almost every single album's got boobs. We're fine, Brutal. It's true. Okay, Mr. Saint Anger, okay? Found the Falling in Reverse fan. Saint Unga. Y'all are so silly. I guess my takeaway from it is, I think metal is becoming more mainstream, so I don't think a lot of people, and maybe I'm totally wrong, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people are viewing metal as like necessarily satanic as much anymore. I think there's a lot of bands that are, thanks to TikTok, honestly, thanks to TikTok, metal is becoming a lot more mainstream, especially amongst younger kids that use the app, But I've always held the opinion that, like, the openly satanic shit is, like, all of the mainstream stuff that we see with, again, pop music and hip-hop and rap. Like, that stuff, I don't know, there's just really fishy stuff that happens, I feel like, in the industry. I was watching something recently. I was watching this, like, documentary from this girl. Her YouTube channel is, like, called BJ Investigates. But she has a video. It's actually on Ariana Grande. It's this entire, like, hour and a half documentary on Ariana Grande, regardless of what you think of her. Anyway, in the documentary, there's this trainer, which Kanye West has mentioned many times. And there's actually a video within this documentary that paparazzi were filming. And Kanye West was in the passenger seat of this car, and he was showing text messages on his phone to this paparazzi person from this trainer. And it's not like a fitness trainer. It is a, I guess it's almost like some sort of celebrity trainer that basically gets them ready for the camera. It's their support system, whatever. And this trainer was, like, writing the most vile shit to Kanye. And it's the same trainer that is, like, connected to Scooter Braun. It's the same trainer that was connected to, like, Ariana, Justin Bieber. We're talking, like, big mainstream, So, and this trainer was saying awful things to Kanye, like saying, oh, if you don't do this, essentially it was like, if you don't do this and get your act together, then I'm going to put you in a psychiatric ward where you'll be so drugged up, you'll never be able to, like, leave your house again or see your kids. If you don't believe me, go watch BJ Investigates or just look up, I forget what the trainer's name is, but there's literally footage of Kanye talking about it. And it's like him with this trainer that's very well known. And he's like awful. He's terrible. So when people are like, oh, you know, metal satanic, I'm like, that's fishy though. Like that stuff that I just mentioned, that's fishy. Yesterday, like BMTH featuring Lil Uzi Vert, especially in the songs Amen, is there a new breakthrough for metal in the future or what? I think there's a lot of, I mean, you know, I think metal and hip hop have collaborated before. I mean, obviously you look at like Ice-T and 6 Feet Under back in the day. So I think, you know, don't but pay attention to conspiracy theories. Again, from my Satanic Panic video, I'm one of those people, the 10th man. If 9 people say that something didn't happen or it's not a thing or whatever, it's up to the 10th man to disagree. It's up to the 10th man to be like, but what if? So, BJ Investigates is amazing. I agree. So, I don't know. Deep conversation. But, I don't know. I think it's all subjective, too. The metal Satanic Panic was the 80s and the Norwegian black metal bands in the 90s with the church burnings. It's not really a thing anymore. Yeah. It's very easy to look at the news and find priests that act inappropriately around young women and young boys. You don't have to look far for that stuff. I think there's just bad people all around. Honestly. Hey, Martian Starscape, how are you? All right, you guys. I'm going to go and eat some food and get ready on editing this video. So, hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure you like it and follow and subscribe to my channel if you're watching on YouTube, or follow my Twitch. We are going to do a listening party stream on Friday. We're going to be doing nostalgia. So join my Discord. Okay. Go to Twitch Pics, read the pinned post on the submission rules, and then you can submit your song. Stuff that makes you feel nostalgic. Yeah. So, y'all are silly. Silly. But I appreciate you being here. And I'll see you soon, okay? Go watch my August releases, Metallic Death. Okay? If you're looking for some new metal for, you know, August releases, go watch it. It's on YouTube right now. Okay? Okay. Bye, you guys. I'll see you soon, okay? This is still live? I'm leaving now, LOL. What? Did you just come back from taking a shit? Now you're here. Welcome! No, he's back on to troll, like, J-Dog's comments, and now he's here. I called you out. You're welcome. I thought it ended half an hour ago. No, we've been going, girl. Bye, you guys. I'll see you on Friday for the Twitch stream, okay? You just got here? Johannes, welcome. Well, you can rewatch it, and we'll be back, okay?